Oh boy, I'm back from my vacation from Too Many Games. I got my pile of Too Many Games with me, and my computer that's ready for action. The issue is, where do I start? We are pleased to bring you some breaking news at this time.
It's July, which means you better get ready to start drawing like hell. This year's theme is vampires versus werewolves, just like Twilight. Remember Twilight? Yeah, well anyways, Artfight starts in like 3 seconds after this ad. Get ready to start drawing every day for the rest of July without hesitation. See you on the battlefield, Artfighters.
Wow, when did they actually start advertising websites on TV again? And more importantly, what happened to my normal outfit? Ah well, I guess it's time for another year of Artfight. Artfight, it's the one thing most artists new and old look forward to in July. Artfight isn't an excuse to receive free art, it's more or less a celebration of artists giving one another art for fun, and should be treated as a fun event, regardless of what anyone says. Now you might be asking, what the heck is Artfight, and why is art in a fight? Artfight is an event that lasts from July 1st to August 1st every year, and has been that way for a long time now. This year's theme, as of 2023, is Vampires vs. Werewolves. A really cool theme indeed. It really brings out the Castlevania fan in me. That is why my bias is kicking in and my inner demons are telling me to join Team Vampire. Now that we've joined the team, it's time to explain how Artfight really works. Yes, Artfight is a celebration of artists all around, but where Artfight really shines is the point system. Let's talk about that for a little bit. Artfight has a self-grading system that Artfighters can use as a way for earning points for their team. If you want more points, don't do friendly fires often. Friendly fires still award you points. The problem is that it's not just as much. You only receive 20% of the full points that a typical attack gets you. This really isn't an issue, to be honest. We're really only in it for drawing other people. And would you look at that, we already got our first defense. Defenses are basically art from other people. It can be a nice gesture, but don't let that deceive you because that's really gonna damage your battle ratio. So what do you do in a scenario like this? Kill them. With kindness. Which we'll get into later. We still need to create our first attack for someone. That's where the random character option comes in. Can't decide on what to draw? Just click away at the random character button and be biased when you see something you really like appear. Like this OC, Peter Griffin by Peter Pumpkin Eater 69. Hi, I'm Peter Griffin, an omnipotent being. Can't argue with that. Let's try drawing something for them.
Yeah, sorry, seems like you've been diagnosed with art block. Don't worry though, you should be back to normal in give or take a few days. This issue really blows over after a few days. It's really not that bad.
Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have been busy with other things. Yeah, the issue I personally have with Artfight is that I can make a ton of art in a few days, but after a while I just give out. Hell, last year I was so cracked at Artfight, I pumped out over 50 attacks, which should say a lot about me when you really think that I have no other hobbies outside of making stuff, huh? But I'm getting ahead of myself. It's revenge time. Making art for Artfight is a big aspect, but where I think it really shines is when you receive defenses, giving people an excuse to make art for others. Let's see that attack we received again. Markiplier gave us an attack of our OC Mixo. Welp, time to give him back an attack. The issue is, who do I go for? I know, when will I ever learn? Now that we've gotten that all done, it's time to talk about other attacks on Artfight. In Artfight, you have attacks called mass attacks featuring multiple characters in one image, whether it be a scene or just an attack with characters floating around in a void. Due to my therapist telling me that I'll contract art block again if I keep drawing, I won't be showing off any more drawings. There's a few more aspects I do want to talk about actually, starting with achievements. Achievements are like a title that tells others stuff like, hey dip. As for what happens when Artfight ends, the event ends on August 1st, 1 month after July 1st, and the team that racks up the most points at the end of the event are deemed victorious. A few notable titles are also given out to Artfighters, usually to Artfighters who get the most points on a single attack, staff picks, and featured attacks, just to name a few noteworthy titles that are given out at the end of Artfight. Overall, if you're an artist looking for a challenge over the summer, I think Artfight is your best possible option. I think what makes Artfight, well, Artfight is the fact that getting to give others art in itself and experimenting with vastly different characters is good enough in my book. It's not about receiving art, it's not about the points, it's about the friends we make along the way and how getting to make art for others is good enough. And hey, if you'd like to join Artfight, go for it. It's completely free and I highly recommend it. I've been doing this gig since 2021 and it's been a blast to make art for others. With that said, I just received another attack on Artfight. Let's check it out. I don't think those words are in the Bible.